First off, this is a firm spoiler warning for Riverdale. If you're not caught up with the show, then don't continue with this video. So let's get talking. In the last episode of Riverdale, we saw Jughead's father, F.P. Jones, get arrested under the murder of Jason Blossom. But this episode, we actually finally got the reveal of who actually killed him. So again, this is a firm spoiler warning. This is what we're going to be talking about in the video, so don't proceed if you're not caught up with Riverdale. So the murderer of Jason Blossom was actually his father, Clifford Blossom. So we see how Clifford has been very disappointed with Jason, as he was supposed to be the heir to the Blossom family, but he didn't quite have the stomach for it. And it turns out that Clifford was so upset by this that he actually had it within him to kill his own son. And we see the video footage that all the kids are watching where Clifford shoots his own son in the head. I mean, we all knew that this family was crazy, except for maybe Cheryl. Cheryl still had a bit of sanity in her, and we even see that this episode as well. And even we see that people still care about Cheryl, as even Betty phones her once she finds out and says, "Cheryl, get out of that house now," because she is in danger, as was Polly. But Polly had already got out at that point. But yeah, we can just see how crazy this family was, and if they're so inclined to shoot their own son, that's just mental. So just a couple other things I want to talk about in this episode, because it was crazy. We see the incest theory that's been brewing for a while. We've seen how it's kind of been foreseen, and that actually came true. It wasn't quite how I expected it to go, but it was there and it was real, and that's really, really weird. And we also see how at the end, after Clifford realised he's been exposed to the public, he actually went into the barn and hung himself, and Sheriff Keller sees that. And that was just insane. It was really mental. I didn't expect it at all. It's just complete insanity. So that was a crazy episode. I mean, we saw, we saw the murderer, we saw the whole incest thing come true, we saw the actual, Clifford actually hangs himself at the end. It was just a crazy, crazy episode. I don't know how next week they're going to top it, because next week is the final episode. We've got one more left, so I should be doing my Riverdale Season 1 review then, and I also should have my Sleepless review coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned.